Hello, work life warriors. Welcome to your wellness work break. How are you? Happy hump day. How are you? How's your work week going? Have you played this week? Have you played as hard as we work as you work? We know you work hard. We know you worked very hard so far. You are halfway through the week. You are probably burned out. But did you play as hard as you work? Did you do something playful? Did you add any fun, play, joy, laughter to your work day after work? Did you de-stress? What did you do? I would love to know in the chat, what did you do to add some play, fun, joy, laughter to your work week to get you through hump day, to get you to Friday, right? You can't just live for the weekends. So you have to incorporate play. Working is supposed to be an extension of play. So if you are dreading work, if you hate work, you are not playing. I hate to tell you, you are not, it is not going to change. You are not going to get better in environments that you hate, that you dread, right? It will only get better if you get better, if you go out and get what you need, the education, training, and practice in order to transform your work environment, your mindset, your actions, your behavior. That is the only way you will be able to transform the work environment that you dread, that you hate being in. And it is unfair. You spent so much of your life training, right, to be a professional, to end up with a job that you absolutely hate. You deserve better. You should want more. And you can completely change your work environment by practicing stress management and wellness. Believe it or not, I know for a fact because I did it. And I also have a study proving that it can be done. And so all you have to do is just make mindfulness a priority and practice stress management and wellness. Right? There isn't one day that we do not experience stress, or there isn't one day that we cannot manage our stressors. It's the society that we live in, and we have to be very proactive about managing our stress. And so one of the best ways to manage stress, what is the king of stress management, is deep breathing. Because when we are stressed out, our breathing is the first thing impacted, and our breathing rhythm changes under distress. And so we have to be aware of how we're breathing, if we're taking in enough oxygen, if we're pushing it down to our belly, or if it's stopping in our chest and shoulders. Do we have erratic breathing? Is it irregular? Is it rapid? Is it do we hyperventilate? These things are important. We need to make sure that our inhale is as long as our exhale, and that we are managing our breaths to make sure that we are not stressed out. So what we're going to do today is just check and see if we are breathing in our chest or in our belly, and then we're going to also figure out if we are taking in enough air, if our breathing is robust or shallow. So what I want you to do is ground your feet. I want you to sit straight up in your chair, relax, get comfortable. And what we're just going to do is breathe naturally. What we want to do is inhale in through our nostrils and see if our shoulders or chest move more than our belly, right? If our chest or shoulders move more than our belly, then it means we're practicing chest chest breathing, right? So we need to make sure that we're pushing the air deep into our belly so that we're practicing diaphragmatic breathing. So we're just going to sit here for about 10 seconds, just inhale normally, and you could put one hand on your belly. You can see your shoulders, or you can feel your shoulders, and just see if your shoulders rise more than your belly. Ready? Go. I know you can't tell, but my belly is expanding more than my chest. This is what chest breathing looks like. See how your shoulders are involved? You want to push the air deep into your belly and out of your mouth, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good job. Natural breathing. Next, we want to figure out if your inhales are as long as your exhales. That's how you know you are practicing robust breathing. If your inhales are shorter than your exhales and vice versa, it means that you are not taking in enough oxygen, and you need to normalize your breathing. So what we're going to do for the next 10 seconds is just count how long your inhale is and how long your exhale is. And if your inhale is longer or your exhale is long, if your exhale is longer, what we're going to try to do is normalize them, right? So make sure that your inhale is as long as your exhale. Ready? So if you inhale for a count of 4, you want to exhale for a count of 4. Good job. Natural breathing. Share with me below, do you practice chest or abdominal breathing? Diaphragmic breathing, they're the same, abdominal and diaphragmic breathing. Or also share with me, do you practice chest or robust or shallow breathing? When you inhale, are your inhales as long as your exhales and vice versa? I would love to know in the chat, how do you feel after practicing a little bit of deep breathing, being aware of your breathing, slowing them, normalizing them, just practicing pushing the air down into your diaphragm? How do you feel? I would love to know, how do you feel after you just take maybe 3 minutes to be aware of your breathing. Breathing is something that we do on our own. It's not even something that we think about, but it's so important to our health. It's vital to our life force. So we must be aware of how our breathing is impacted when we are experiencing stress. So it is in our best interest to make sure that we are implementing practices to improve the overall quality of our lives. Practices that we can use anytime, any place, in our most stressful moments. And deep breathing is one of those practices, the king of stress management, that can be used anytime, any place, without people not even knowing you're using it in your most stressful times. So get out there, practice slowing and normalizing your breaths, practice some deep breathing, and just identify if you're getting enough air deep into your diaphragm, into your belly, to make sure that you get the benefits of deep breathing. So I hope this helps, work life warriors. Make sure that you play the stress away. You have a plan for play after work today, that you play yourself into the weekend, throughout the weekend, play every single day. Stress is not going to go away, but it can help build you. It can help build your anti-fragility if you are aware and practice stress management and wellness. So I hope this helps, work life warriors. Have a great day. Bye.